Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships, and today we are taking out the Isokaze, and it is the Tier 4 Imperial Japanese Navy destroyer. It's pretty fun, not a bad ship, definitely is a very fun ship. It has good matchmaking. As you can see, we are playing on Ring with two Wyomings, Orion, Kaiser, South Carolina, Phoenix, Dugway, St. Louis, Caledon, V-170, and Isokaze in a Campbelltown. On the enemy team, there is a Wyoming, Orion, Kaiser, Miyogi, Kawachi, two Dugways, two St. Louis, a Caledon, a Clemson, and a Isoslav. And I am joined with a couple of my clanmates, Ski Ball and an Imperial, and we're gonna have some fun, to say at the very least. We're gonna have some fun in this match. Now, the really nice thing about low tier is, especially new players don't really understand World of Warships all that much, especially the battleships. Oh, we will be seeing quite a bit of battleships in this battle. So the Isokaze, unfortunately this Isokaze has a very poorly trained captain. I don't even think I have concealment expert on him. So my concealment's not the greatest in the world, 5.9, and then the torpedoes go out to a 7-kilometer range. And as you can see, we are now detected by the enemy Isoslav, and there is both a Dugway and I believe couple battleships over there as well, but the torpedoes will reload very quickly, which is very nice, and we are experiencing quite a bit of damage. We've just lost about half our health until we finally got our smoke screen on. Now this is going to be prior to the update. The smoke screen that is going to be coming out in the next update is getting nerfed. Now you no longer can sit safely and hide. You still will get detected at certain ranges, but in this time and being, we're going to take advantage of the smoke screen and stay well hidden. And unfortunately for us, our torpedoes are not going to hit anyone, but it's still very early in the match. We are able to at least capture A, and our division mate is going to at least spot this Isoslav, and we should try to help him. The guns are not the greatest in the world. They have a very large, slow arcing guns, and they reload for, well, it takes a really long time, but the Isoslav does go down. Do have to be careful of any potential torpedoes, but I think for the most part we should be safe. For the most part, at least. Alright, so the enemy team has been pushed back. It looks like they are limbing all the way out west, or better yet, east. I guess I should get my cardinal directions in line, but at least they are moving out that way. And it is going to be very fun. So the Isokaze is one of those few ships that I only think I showed for a very limited amount of time due to the fact that it's low tier and does not take very long to get up to the Minakaze. And I believe, memory serves me, the Imperial Japanese Navy was the first line of destroyers I went up through, that and Russian destroyers as well. So I was a little bit more accustomed to Japanese destroyers than I was with any other destroyers. So definitely, these low tier, their guns are quite pitiful. Nothing I would highly recommend, at least using. Their main source of damage is going to be torpedoes. And for the most part, we're going to try to assist on helping take out this Dugway that has decided to push back towards the A-cap. Now his friendly team is trying to push towards B, but I don't think they are going to be able to really do all too much at this time being. They are being held back by our friendlies, and this Dugway looks like he is starting to turn in towards my torpedoes, and let's see if we can actually get a hit. That would be nice. Now with a captain not having a concealment expert, we have to be really careful. And oh, looky there, we got our first kill. So we do have to be extremely careful. We have a fairly high detection, and we only have about 1.1 kilometer buffer between dropping torpedoes and being detected. So we do have to kind of play a chancy game, and there is a plane well overhead, and now we are officially spotted. And unfortunately, I don't think these torpedoes are going to go down, but fortunately our friend Ski does shoot down that plane. So we don't even have to worry about that. So that's good. All right, so the enemy team has taken out 2, but we have taken out 3 of their ships. And I'm just going to try my luck to see if I can actually get hit on the Kaiser. But honestly, this is probably the worst positioning for a torpedo boat to get hits. But it looks like he is starting to slow up, I believe. But I think those torpedoes are going to fail. And now we have a bigger issue. Kaladin and a St. Louis are now inbound. And I'm going to drop some torpedoes that way. So, yeah, I think it's high time to take really big steps in the other direction. Because we are almost detected by the enemy Kaladin. And I really much rather not give him an opportunity to open up on us. As well as that St. Louis. The St. Louis, I don't know if it still is as potent as it was before, but it used to be very scary for anyone to deal with because it had a large amount of guns as well as a high rate of fire. So back then it used to be very scary, but I don't think it's held up to the power creep that is currently occurring. Now right now I am going to try to smoke Imperial with my own smoke screen. I'm going to try to assist him as much as possible, and we almost got hit there. That was extremely close. Smoke screen. There we go. Finally are able to get that smoke screen around. Gonna go ahead and open up our guns. Might as well. We are detected by that Kaladin. We do knock out one of his torpedoes, so that should prove beneficial. But more than likely, he has already dropped torpedoes, so Imperial is going to go ahead and start moving away. Now, our team, well, in that time, have lost 2 additional ships, and now the enemy team is ahead in points and in ships, which is not particularly good, because nice thing about the Isokaze is the fact, and ooh, that was close for Ski. Nice thing about the Isokaze is that she is semi-stealthy. She's fairly stealthy. She has fast reloading torpedoes. However, it is going to be very difficult for a Isokaze to help carry the game. And we are now detected by the Kaladin. Might as well open up a little bit. See if we can get some additional damage. But unfortunately, we get a broken shell on that Kaladin. So, things aren't looking so hot. There looks like a couple battleships pushing north, and we're gonna have some fun. Now I do have to be careful. There is still that Kaladin around. I can at least try to help take him out, but obviously he is going to be pulling away as there is both a St. Louis and also a Kaiser around, so he is going to be a little bit careful. And now we are officially detected, but I think we should be able to be fine. Our team is starting to pull back to the east just to try to confront the enemy team that is now pushing up towards this direction. Now our St. Louis is doing his very best, is doing pretty good amount of damage against this Kaladin. We do have a Clemson that is pushing through mid, and the enemy team is now starting to push quite heavily up towards the north. So we'll see how things go. Let's see, can we get rid of this Kaladin? Nice. The Kaladin is finally taken care of, and we have brought the difference in ships down a little bit. Only 1 ship difference between both our teams. Now we are behind in points, just due to the fact that we have lost multiple ships compared to them. Now let's see. Isokaze, once again, decent range torpedoes, 7 kilometers, not the greatest, but decent range, good low detectability, decent speed on the torpedoes, around, I believe, around 65 knots, something like that. It has been a very long time since I've played the Isokaze. I'm a little bit forgetful. Now, unfortunately for us, the Degway is going to spot my torpedoes, and he is going to be turning in. But, however, well, let's see. I think he turned in too quickly and goes down to my torpedo. So that is the second kill of the game. Very, very nice, but unfortunately there is a St. Louis that is almost within our detection, and Imperial, I believe, is requesting smokescreen due to the fact that German smokescreens aren't the greatest in the world, so I am going to try to assist, but at the exact same time, try to stay hidden. So, yeah, let's see if we can try to get the smoke screen to our friend, but I think it is officially going to run out. Oh, yeah, I took the opportunity to deploy my own smoke screen, and look at that. The St. Louis ran into our torpedoes and goes down to a devastating strike. So that is the third kill of the game, and we are looking quite well. We've definitely brought it back. We are now even with the enemy team, but they are head-in ships. They have taken out one of our battleships, which is why they have a lead point advantage over us than vice versa. Yoki, well, low-tier battleships, and this is for every one that is currently going up a battleship line, and you're going in the low tier. Do not sell in a straight line, and this probably should be applicable to everyone. Don't sell in a straight line, especially when you know there is a destroyer around, because this will happen. Yeah. Oh no. Wyoming goes down, but oh, looky there. A devastating strike for us, and that is the fourth kill of the game. But we're not done. Oh no, 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 we're not done. I am actually one kill away from a Kraken, and there is a enemy Kawachi that is starting to push in towards B. Kawachi, well, not the greatest battleship in the world by far. Definitely not the greatest battleship, but he is slowly pushing forward. Well, let's see how these torpedoes go. And keep in mind, I'm actually aiming at the lead indicator on these torpedoes, and well, this Kawachi is taking his time. I mean, I understand why he is. There is 3 battleships right ahead of him, but unfortunately for him, there's also destroyers around, and destroyers, well, they have fairly good torpedoes. Yeah, can you guess what's about to happen? Looks like Ski dropped his own spread of torpedoes, but I think these torpedoes are pretty good on the Kawachi. There we go. Another devastating strike for us, and Kraken unleashed. Very, very nice. Now, I would like to get some more kills, but we'll see how things go. There is about 6 minutes left on the timer. We do have a Orion, but it looks like he might be pulling back. And there is also a enemy Kaiser that is starting to push northeast towards the B cap. And we're going to try to go out to get him. Honestly, in hindsight, I probably should have just went after this Orion. Because, well, this Orion makes a very, very, very silly mistake. As you will see, Imperial does get Confederate. Very, very nice. And that's kind of issue with the Isokaze is, yes, you can get those really nice torpedo hits, but I find it very, very rare. And this is especially true when you do have a USN destroyer or even a Russian destroyer on the enemy team. It is very difficult to kind of bring it back if that USN or Russian destroyers find you, just because your guns are quite pitiful, not really capable of dealing that large amount of damage. Now this Orion is trying to get behind an island, but as you can see, he runs aground. So once again, probably should have went after the Orion, probably would have got another kill, but unfortunately for me, I am going to be trying to get the enemy Kaiser that Ski has just found. And I don't know how successful I'm going to be. Looks like Ski does get a torpedo hit, and now we are currently combating on who will get this kill. And this last kill will win us the game, and I don't think I'm going to be this lucky at all. I think Ski's torpedoes are going to make it in, but I'm satisfied with the Kraken Unleashed, and that is game. So as you can see, we did pretty well. Team earned a victory. We brought home 191,771. We did 3 devastating strikes and a Kraken Unleashed. Damage-wise, well, a few of those were essentially kind of stolen kills because we didn't do a lot of damage towards them, but overall pretty good. 11 torpedo hits, 8 flooding, 4 defended base caps, so not too bad. We were top of the team with a base XP of 1,182. Most amount of damage was against that Miyogi. The Kwachi was another one, and the St. Louis as well. And the other two we kind of stole with only about 4,000 damage at the most, so pretty good. Torpedoes did obviously the most amount of damage, around 72,000. Didn't get a lot of actual flooding damage, which is unfortunate. Would have been nice. So not a bad tier 4. Probably not the club sealer. There's obviously a tier 4 that is actually a really good club sealer, but Isokaze is still kind of fun. Very, very similar to the Minakaze. So if you're looking forward to getting the Minakaze, the Isokaze is very, very similar to the Isokaze in a lot of ways. So this is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, and we will be beginning the same push forward in the higher tiers in either the British battleship or the USNDD. We'll see which one comes first. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijin.